So hey Nintendo fanboys and fangirls, it's BWA Switch here, and as you can see, I am doing something a little different today. I am in a different room than I'm usually in. I'm actually on my bed today. And what I've been doing, this is the second time I'm doing this because I didn't check to see that my mic wasn't muted. So, starting over, what I'm doing is I was watching a video from another channel I subscribed to earlier, and he mentioned doing a 7-day 20-minute video challenge, which today it's going to be cut short because I've just been talking for 10 minutes and you guys couldn't hear what I was saying. So today it'll be the 10-minute video challenge, but starting tomorrow it will be 20 minutes again if I do it right. It'll be a little shorter than 10, maybe. But yeah, he mentioned doing that, and I was like, wow, I should really do that because I haven't streamed or uploaded anything in like 2 months besides my birthday stream. So yeah, I decided I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be pre-planned. It's just Candid, me, and you in my room just talking about different stuff. Yeah, I didn't do my makeup, so completely candid, but that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. Well, really not afraid. Mostly not afraid of it. It's scary, but I'm doing it. So yeah, after 7 days, I imagine you'll see a difference. Maybe. If you watch every day, you might not, because it'll just be a gradual change. Anyway, I'm rambling, because I've been talking for 10 minutes. But whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, it's gonna be hard because I'll have to try to not remember what I was saying in kind of the order. But yeah, I wanted to let you know that I've been thinking about making a few changes on my channel, and it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop streaming video games or whatever, because I really love doing that. I love Mario Kart and all these new games that are coming out this year. It's so exciting to think about playing them. But I wanted to add a few more things on my channel, and I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. I remember how I said it earlier. Well, I guess it's just I'm always gonna be a fan of Nintendo, and I know you guys are too. I'm always gonna be a Nintendo fangirl. But I realized that like Let's Plays aren't really my forte. Even if there was a game that I could finish, it's just, I don't know. It's just not working for me. It's not a big deal. It's nothing to beat myself up over. But I'm gonna try something different that suits me more. And I guess the best way to describe it is to talk about where the idea came from. And a lot of you guys already know this, but whenever I'm modding in a chat somewhere, like, this will happen probably like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks at least. Probably more often than that. But people will be like, are you the great sage from Utopia? And I'll be like, yes, I am. Whatever. And so it was really weird that I got picked for that role on both Eddie and Abdallah's channel, because I don't know, you guys probably know this. I've mentioned this on streams a couple times before. But that's not the first time I received that like title. Like, and I know it was by chance because when Abdallah picked it, like, I think he was trying to put me into his party and didn't realize it was gonna be the Great Sage, so that's even weirder. I'm pretty sure him and Eddie didn't talk about this beforehand, that they both picked me for the same role. But when I was in grad school, I had a class called Advanced Human Development, and we studied a lot of like archetypes, and you may not know what that is now, but I'm sure I'll discuss it on my channel in the future. But it's basically like these ideas, like, take the idea of Superman, like how he was the first superhero, and then think back to like Hercules, who was like a Greek hero like thousands of years ago, or at least 1,000. I'm not real sure of the history timeline exactly, but at least 1,000 years ago. They're pretty similar, and it's just like an archetype is an idea that has persisted through history for a very long time. So we were studying archetypes, and like each person in the class like had to think about what archetype they identified most with. And my professor in that class was like, you're a very sagely person, so I would like think of you as a sage. So it's kind of weird that that title or archetype has come up for me like 3 times now. Like, I don't know. I used to think there was like coincidences in life, but like the older I get and the more I see things, like I don't think as many things are coincidences as we think they are. So I started researching more into like concepts like that and exploring things that have always kind of interested me, but I've never really gotten too deep into. So I guess that's where the idea came from. And I'm wanting to tie it back into Nintendo always, because, like, I'm always going to be Bee-Wuh, as some of you guys affectionately call me. So, always a Nintendo fangirl. But I want to explore some of, like, the deeper, mysterious type things that have been in the world throughout history. So, lately I've been getting into, like, the zodiac and astrology, horoscopes, things like that. So what I want to do, and I probably won't get to this today per chance, because it's going to be a shorter video than usual, I think. Not quite the full 20 minutes. But what I want to do is to help explain the concepts that I've been learning about in astrology. I'm going to like draw each sign as like a Nintendo character. So for example, like the month or whatever, I'm not really even 100% sure because it's still kind of new to me, but the time period, it's probably about a month long, that's coming up next, is Cancer, and Cancer's a crab. So I'm gonna draw Krabby from Pokemon. Obviously, you guys know who Krabby is. And I'm gonna draw that and gonna do the symbol for Cancer. I don't know, make a little artwork out of it. So during the week while I'm talking on this 7-day video challenge, I will do that, and we'll see how far I get, because I'm not the fastest artist. Like, I just do it for fun. It's not like professional or anything. It's not going to be perfect, just like this video isn't. But I'm going to do that. And yeah, so as I was saying earlier, I'm a Gemini. I might have mentioned that, might not have. My birthday was 4 days ago. And so, astrology is more than just like your sun sign, which mine is Gemini, like I just said. But then you have like what, it depends on where you were born, what time and what time and where. So, according to that, some websites will help determine like what your sun sign is, and then there's also your moon sign, and then which sign that all of the other planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth doesn't count because we're on it, and then Mars, and all the way through Pluto. Depends on where they are, and each of the planets, or like moon or sun, represents like a different area in life. And I've been researching it. I don't remember exactly what they are, so I can't give concrete examples today. Maybe I'll do that later in the week. But each of those areas, whatever planet or sign that your planet was in, it will say something about like your personality or how you view life through the lens of that specific like area. So it's pretty interesting. Been getting into that. Obviously I also wanted to throw in like my psychology experience, because I feel like just me doing streams alone, which that's always going to be my interest, as I've been saying, doing that alone, I feel like it's a waste of everything that I've learned so far. So I want to throw in some psychology stuff, like more about the archetypes, Jungian psychology. Like an example of a I'm gonna stop this because like my 10 minutes was up, so I'm gonna give another 10 minutes because I'm feeling talking about this even longer. At least until Greg gets home, I'll do this for another 10 minutes, so I can have my 20-minute video for today. I'll just cut off the first 10. But yeah, an example, let's say an example of a video that I wanted to do in the past, but I just like thought I wasn't like good enough or whatever, was, or like not even that I wasn't good enough, but just like it wouldn't be like the quality of like Game Theory or one of Abdallah or Eddie's videos, and realizing that doesn't really matter as much. But anyway, what I would have done like would have been like the psychology that's in Breath of the Wild. Like I actually took a bunch of notes on it one time. Maybe I can find that notebook and read a little bit about it, talk a little bit about it. But yeah, I would do videos like that. And not only astrology have I been getting into, but also tarot. Tarot cards, I don't know. Like, I always called them tarot cards for a long time because I didn't know, like, French or whatever. But yeah, yes, I've probably heard of that. And that's been interesting because of archetypes. And I can't remember, I think I discussed this before I realized, or after I realized that my mic wasn't on. So the archetypes of, like, let's say Superman compared to Hercules, like they've been in our subconscious minds, like it's been passed down for generations, like 1,000 years basically. Yeah, I was talking about that because we were talking about the Great Sage thing. So sorry I repeated myself, but yeah, to bring that back to mind, tarot cards are actually full of archetypes as well. Like, I can't explain each of them. You guys can maybe do some research on your own if it interests you, or just tune in throughout the week and maybe I'll talk about it there. But each of those cards has an archetype, and it kind of conceptualizes certain ways that we think about things. I don't know, and it's kind of weird because we don't, like, think about, oh, this is the whatever card. This situation kind of like is like very similar to how like people think about this card. It's kind of hard to explain without like having a specific card as an example. But it's just interesting how archetypes like that can help us so much in life. And it's not even really like predicting the future, although that's like a small part of it. It's just like a way of like searching for the right word, calling forth like wisdom that has been compiling throughout generations, like just all of our shared experiences, you know, things like being born and like the creation story. Like each different religion has like a creation story. Most religions have like a story of the flood. I don't know if you guys are religious or not, and it doesn't matter if you're not. That I'm totally cool with you. Everyone here should be totally cool with you, in my opinion. Whatever you are, if you are religious, that's awesome. Totally cool either way. But it's just to bring up the point that certain stories and experiences we go through, like, you know, coming of age, becoming an adult, realizing that your parents are not gonna be responsible for you throughout your whole life, and sometimes you gotta take responsibility for yourself. Things that everybody, since like the dawn of humanity through now, and probably all the way as far into the future that we'll ever go, they're always gonna be pretty much the same. The details may change a little bit, but the experience that we go through is always gonna be the same, and that's what ties us all together, I guess. And I don't mean to get so deep about it, I'm just trying to explain, I guess, a little bit why tarot is so interesting to me. So yeah, there's that. You'll hear more about it throughout the week. So, I'm trying to think if I tied that up correctly. Got about 5 minutes left on my clock. So yeah, I will probably tie up right there, because I'm not gonna, I could start drawing maybe. Let me look for a picture of Krabby like I was talking about doing earlier. I don't know if you guys like this kind of thing. It was just like a spur of the moment, spontaneous decision, and I don't do enough of that in my life, in my opinion. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So let me search for a picture of Krabby and talk to you guys a little bit more. Maybe a couple more minutes and then I'll start tying it up. So let me know what you guys think of all this in the comments, like questions or whether you think it's a good idea or a bad idea. I honestly, I'll tell you a secret, I'm probably not gonna exactly listen too much if you're gonna be like it's a bad idea. But I don't know, I do want to gauge how you guys feel about it. So I'll read it and I will be like, I'll take it to heart, but I won't probably like judge my decision whether to like continue or not on it, if that makes sense. Like, I gotta do what I think is best and what, I don't know. I'm not gonna be dissuaded by what other people say. I'll put it like that. So I found a little picture of Krabby. I'll start sketching a little bit, and in a couple minutes I'll show you. Did I show you my Animal Crossing art? I gotta bring up my UCam again so I can see if I'm actually showing it to you. Yeah. I started that. I was gonna make a painting for some friends, but I never did finish. I do that a lot, so who knows? After 7 days, I might not do this, and I might not even get to 7 days, but we'll find out together, right? We're just hanging out for 20 minutes a day. I hope that's okay. I think it is. I would enjoy this from other people I know. So yeah, gonna start my little Krabby cancer drawing, and I'll show you at the end what I've done so far. You guys know that in high school I took art from, well, you know, when you're younger you do art like once a week or whatever, but then I actually signed up to do art from 8th grade to 11th. So it's always been an interest of mine. That's gonna be a little bit crooked. That's okay, I'll put the cancer thing up here, symbol. So yeah, my little Krabby. And what I'll do after I do this is scan it in and it'll be some digital art. I've never done too much of that before, but there's always a first time for everything. So you guys are getting a little bit of all of my interests on this. It's kind of exciting. I don't know how many of you will like this or dislike it, but I do know that the people that are supposed to be here will be here. So that's all that really matters to me right now. And I think Greg's home, so I'll probably tie this up in a little bit, because I do have to actually do some work that will pay the bills. Hopefully this will at some point, just not yet. So yeah, getting a little bit more quiet. But yeah, what I was saying was you guys will get a little bit of all of my interests. And I like music also, so who knows, maybe I will just practice like my guitar playing one day, and it'll just be random. This might go longer than 7 days. Who knows? Greg just walked in, so he's probably gonna come in and say hi in a second. I got a minute and 40, but I'll wait till he comes in and say hi to him first before I sign off. Nah, he's talking to his mom, so I'll go ahead and sign off. We got a minute and 19, and I did that extra 10 minutes before. So I'll go back. I'll show you this Krabby claw I did. It wasn't much, but it's a start. I did something. It's better than just being like, how am I going to do this? I don't even know. I have to make sure it's perfect. Here, I already made a 20-minute video. There's my Krabby claw. See? I know kind of what I'm doing. I'm not a professional, but that's what I did in like 1 to 2 minutes. By the end of 7 days, it'll be done. I bet you that. At least like the outline. So there's that. There's my little explanation of what I'm going to be doing in the future with my channel, how it's going to be different. So I guess that's it until tomorrow. You Nintendo fanboys and fangirls have a great rest of the day. Bye!